It's Wellness Wednesday, and today we're talking about the impact the Israel-Hamas war is having on our mental health. First, here's the latest. Diplomats in Qatar say talks with Hamas about the release of a larger group of hostages held in Gaza are progressing. We've also learned in new reporting from the Wall Street Journal that Israel has agreed to delay a ground attack to allow U.S. troops to position nearly a dozen air defense systems in place to protect American forces that are in the region. Now, needless to say, it's no surprise trauma responses from violent events and graphic images like the ones coming from Israel can really be hard to understand and even have quite an effect on both kids and adults. So what can we do to alleviate all this anxiety that we're feeling? Let's talk about it. Joining me now is therapist and life coach Julianna Lyddon. It is so great to have you. You know, and in my circle, a lot of these conversations have been coming up, and it's very disturbing, and that's why we wanted to do this. And I'm so glad that we pivoted from our original topic to talk about this very timely issue right now. So you talk about 3 ways that we can cope during this tough time. The first one, let's just talk about it.
Yeah. As adults, one of the main ways we process trauma or pain is to talk, is to vent. So it's really important that you find your person.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's your spouse or family member or friend, we need to really vent.
It's almost therapeutic.
It is.
Yeah.
It's cathartic in order to get that off our chest. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to make total sense of it. Of course not. It's horrific, but it helps. It helps to lighten the load a little bit.
Absolutely. The second thing you say is limit exposure.
So I have found sometimes I have to turn the TV off.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to get the information, get ourselves educated, but sometimes it can be too much.
Right.
And I have clients that say, I can't sleep at night because it's just ruminating.
Yeah.
The stuff that's coming out is really, really bad. So, just find that happy medium where you get the info and then just
take a step back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stop for a minute.
Enough for now.
Right.
All right. And then the last one you say, hold loved ones close.
Oh.
That goes back to just gratitude, right?
Yes, it does go back to gratitude. Give that big hug. Tell that person you've been meaning to say, I love you, that you do. Life is so short, and I think we're seeing that now. There is a lot of fear.
Right.
There is a lot of panic. So make sure you do that.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
What about, we talk, this works for adults a lot too, but it's the little kids that we worry about. And I'll be honest with you, my kids, they watch the news, they ask questions. So, let's talk about how do we talk to kids about what is happening? And I know it ranges from age too.
It does.
But where do we
begin?
begin?
And I'd love to start there because I say if they're under 10, we need to be very careful about divulging too much information. So what we want to do is if they come to us and maybe they've seen something or someone has been speaking about it at school, it's really important that we reinforce, hey, you know what? You're safe. Right now you're safe. Mom and dad are going to keep you safe.
Yeah.
And remind them of this because this developmental age, they can get very, very overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't want to sit there and start having lengthy discussions with them about this at that age.
So it's more of a need to know basis.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's really what I have found because it can turn south pretty quickly. And then you've got, then they're really scared and that kind of thing. So just reminding them that they are safe. This is far from home.
Right.
And we're
security.
going to get through it. Yeah, the security.
Let's talk about being positive. That can really have a big effect as well.
It's so important that we keep this positivity. And I want to say one more thing related to the age. If your child's older, you certainly can bring it up more, but find out where they're getting the information.
Okay.
Right? Really make sure of that. And then related to positivity, there's so many things we can do. There's so many organizations that are starting fresh, saying, hey, we're going to be sending things to troops or to family members.
Yes,
or
to do something about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we come together as a family and say, look, we all feel a little bit helpless and out of control. And this is a great way to feel like we're doing something.
Yeah, that we're helping
making
others.
a difference. Yes.
I love that.